Hey everybody, my name is Wyatt and I'm Ferda Tunes, and I had the pleasure of seeing Roger Waters just this last weekend for his second day in Toronto on his This Is Not a Drill tour, and wow, I got so much more out of this show than I could have ever anticipated, so let's get right into it. Obviously, if you don't know, Roger Waters is one of the founding members of Pink Floyd, one of, if not my favorite band ever, kinda always has been. I will most definitely make some videos at some point in the future detailing experiences with their music and of course ranking their massive discography, so make sure y'all subscribe to stay tuned, because this one I am strictly talking about this concert and Roger Waters. First thing I want to talk about is his politics, because I had no idea how serious he was with it. Obviously I'm a big fan of the band, but I don't really follow or know much about their personal lives or their political views. But pretty much throughout the entire show I was shocked at how in your face and unignorable it all was. He started the show with a whole ladies and gentlemen, the show is about to begin. And he said something like,
if you're one of those, I love Pink Floyd, but I can't stand Roger's politics people. You might do well to fuck off.
and I was like, okay, word. And then after a very slowed down, almost ambient rendition of Comfortably Numb, which was stunning, before I knew it, boom, another brick in the wall. Huge words on the screen, intense, fast visuals, Roger going crazy, the band going crazy.
We don't need no thought control.
Victims of police brutality and anti-police messages being thrown at you. Ronald Reagan saying something about change the world. Boom, war criminal. Barack Obama, war criminal. Donald Trump, war criminal. Joe Biden just getting started, war criminal. Fights for reproductive rights. Like anything you can imagine, there was a song or section of the show dedicated to throwing it in your face. Nearly everything was very easy to support, morally just things in my eyes, but I felt like you could just kind of tell that there were some pissed off boomers in the audience. The anti-police stuff was really based and informative even, and again, intense. It's just impossible to ignore that his politics played a massive part of the show, something I would have never guessed. Again, I had no idea. It made for a very interesting and informative show. I was still thoroughly enjoying myself, but I could understand how some may feel it was distracting or they just wanted to hear the music. But again, it's Roger's show, like he can do what he wants, and he fucking did. The stage sat looking like a massive crossed wall, and immediately we thought, what the fuck? Are they gonna be, our man's gonna be on top of this, shredding shit? Or is like half the stadium not gonna see what's going on? Like there's no way that's it. Well then this entire thing just got lifted up into the air of all fucking things and projected the visuals in maybe the strongest way I've ever seen a concert do. Again, the visuals, messages, and stories even that he put on the screen were unignorable, and as weird as the design was, it seemed executed perfectly so you can see and read everything from no matter where you were sitting in the stadium. And seriously, one of the wildest range of visuals I could imagine. Song for song, they would change drastically, and like you had, again, very political, in-your-face visuals, like anything you could imagine. War-torn scenes, poverty-ridden countries, political figures, super old-school footage of the band. Some of the visuals from the Wall movie and other classic Floyd visuals you would hope to see and expect. As well as maybe my favorite part, this super intense apocalyptic visuals and symbols and all kinds of things either falling out of the sky or flying down an endless psychedelic whirl. Things like guns, baby fetuses, brains, sheep, and pigs, of course. This was during the performance of Sheep, and which I was just floored with. I don't have words for. Of each song on animals, I expected pigs, maybe Dogs, but Sheep, oh my god, like, for sure a highlight for me. That song scared the shit out of me the first time I heard it, and I did not expect him to do such a relentless Floyd track. Shine On You Crazy Diamond was another huge highlight for me, with very touching stories being told on the screens of Syd Barrett and, of course, like, you know, early beginnings of the band. The whole performance was the best tribute I could imagine, and God, it was powerful, like, pulled right at my heartstrings, man. Obviously, you can tell now he performed a lot of the classic Pink Floyd songs from the 70s, as well as quite a few that I admittedly didn't really recognize. There were some from The Final Cut, if I'm not mistaken, and probably other Floyd albums like that I think are very good, but I just don't return to too much, admittedly. And there might have even been some songs from his solo material, which admittedly I've never heard. Regardless, these songs were still great, they sounded amazing, and were delivered with just as much, if not more, passion from Roger himself. There was an intermission, which I didn't really expect, especially it being so sudden. After Sheep, I'm pretty sure they literally just said, okay, we'll be back in 20 minutes, and the lights came on, and I was like, okay, word. It really took me out, but I mean, what can you do? And then during this, they let out a giant drone-controlled inflatable pig in the stadium, and it stayed for the whole intermission as well as the first few songs they played. Like, just the cherry on top of the whole show. Like, what a obvious but genius idea. He got someone else to sing, I believe his guitarist, to sing Money. I wasn't 100% sure why, but he sounded great, and you could tell he was just playing for his damn life. And the sax solo was a huge highlight for me. That whole song all around, everything, especially the visuals, came together crazy. The highlight for me, though, if I had to pick one, it's not really, I'm cheating a bit, but it came right after, well, I guess during, because they did the entire second half of Dark Side of the Moon chronologically, transitions and all, and they were just as smooth as they are on record. And some of you may know I've been saying I think this is the best album closer ever made. Like, the last 3 songs, even the last 5, how they all go through. I think it will always be my favorite album outro ever, and seeing it all come to life was it was so life-affirming and just mind-blowing. Like, I don't have words. It was a peak life moment. I couldn't believe what I was experiencing. They got the subtle Dark Side cover kind of visuals going on too throughout the whole stadium, and it lit it all up. And again, like, I don't have words. That was for sure the grand finale, but he continued with another song, transitioning into a very colorful rendition of Outside the Wall, another one of my favorite album outros ever. But this version felt so much more alive and joyous with added instrumentation. It was a perfect send-off. It was so lovely. There was also quite a few moments where Roger would just kind of talk and booze on stage. What a king. And everything he put on just seemed so genuine, like he was really in his element and just so happy to be there playing for us and talking to us directly. And even at the end, as the whole band got off, he said, oh, we have a few more minutes, and it was just leading up to 11 o'clock, so they just went back and did Outside the Wall again, or just continued, kind of looped it around. And I was just so happy. It was amazing. Oh, and did I mention the band? The backup singers? Immaculate. Like, you kind of have to be if you're performing Pink Floyd songs to a stadium full of stands. But really, there was a lot of moments where I was thinking, I'm like, wow, they are really doing justice for the original studio versions. Especially like Have a Cigar and Any Color You Like they straight sounded perfect. Overall, Roger pulled out all the stops, and all the hype I had been hearing about this show was completely justified. I'm so glad I got the chance to go. If you're a Pink Floyd fan, I wouldn't miss this. If you're a Roger Waters fan, you need to go. Again, even sitting pretty much in nosebleeds, it was a fantastic show, and it's on such a huge scale. It's completely worth it, no matter where you're sitting. I cannot recommend it enough. Thank you so much for watching. I love doing these videos, the concert overviews just for myself. I've done plenty of them in the past. You can check out the playlist, tons of different artists. Please let me know what you thought. I got another concert tonight. I'm not gonna spoil it. Y'all in the Discord know. If you're not in the Discord, you need to join the Discord. We got over 200 Ferda family members. But yeah, expect another concert overviews coming this week, hopefully, as well as other things. Again, I've been saying I've been working on so many different things. They will be coming, I promise. Homie on the motorcycle just interrupted the outro. Much love. Thanks again for watching. You guys can follow me on social media if you want. Support me on Patreon, $3 a month if y'all want exclusive content from your boy. And that's all. Join the Discord, y'all. Come chat. Much love.